Yo, what's up? So I've been planning on upgrading to a different bike. I currently have a Ninja 650 and I have about 3,000 miles on it. This fucking Camaro is just whipping it. That is insane. But I thought I'd do a video on like what is a good starter bike, because I think a lot of people say different things, and for the most part I think it's right. Depending on what you're looking for, if you want some type of power, I wouldn't get a Ninja 400, definitely not an R3. And before, I would always say, like, you know, I really regret not getting like a 600. And I was thinking, like, you know, maybe it's not that bad. And I think the only reason why I'm thinking that now is because I learned everything on my 650. And it's quick. I mean, it's definitely quick. But I think a 600 would just be too much for someone, especially with no experience. Because, like, whenever I got my Ninja 650, I went to the dealer and I bought it, they put it together, and then I went to the parking lot, messed with the clutch, make sure I could, you know, I knew what to do. My thing was like, I'm going to get it, I'm going to go into the parking lot, I'm either going to understand how to use it or I'm not, and then I'm going to have to like find someone to come drop it off for me. But it clicked. It was scary, like it was the first time riding it home, and I miss it. I miss whenever, you know, I was starting to ride it going 35 and it felt like I was going 100. That is something that I miss so much about being like a beginner rider. And I guess I still am. I only have 3,000 miles. I don't know where to put myself. But, and then, you know, you go into things like getting on the highway for the first time. And so there's ways of like making it fun again, or like making something feel like the first time again. And the highway's one, you know, going to the track. I was going to get into this later in the video, but like I feel like I've done everything I can possibly do on this Ninja 650. I am so bored with it. You know, I want more power, and I'm going to wait. I want more miles on this bike before, you know, I get rid of it, and I'm going to get an S1K. And I can already hear someone saying like, oh, that's just a terrible idea. That's a 1,000. That's like triple the jump. So whenever I first get it, I'm going to put it on rain mode. So it's only going to have about 160 horsepower. It's still a lot. It's doubling my current horsepower right now. But that's the way that I'm justifying. It's my dream bike. I don't want to get a 600 knowing I'm just going to upgrade to a liter. But with the Ninja 650, this thing's quick. Okay, what the fuck is this? Sorry. I swear to God, if this guy even tries to go, I don't know what the hell is going on with this. I don't even think he looked. But I do not recommend a Ninja 400. I don't recommend an R3. I don't even recommend a Ninja 5 unless your goal isn't to go quick. And I'm not saying hitting 100 on the highway. I'm saying like you want some power to it. Like, I would not recommend that. I would recommend a 650. I think if you are responsible, it is so easy to learn this bike. It is forgiving. I would say, like, if you want some speed and some power, do a Ninja 650 or a ZX4R. And I would say for the price, I don't know how much more horsepower and everything is in a 4R compared to a Ninja 650, but that's what I would say to do. I wouldn't go anything below that. And if you're scared, the thing is, if it's your first time on any motorcycle, you're going to be scared of whatever you get. Don't get an R3 and then upgrade to a 650. I just think that's stupid. That's a waste of money. Start with the 650. And ride it like it's in a break-in period, you know, only go up to 4,000 RPMs and then go up to the next one. Don't get an R3. I think it's the only thing that I would say to get an R3 is if you're really short and you just don't ever plan on upgrading. Like, it's a slow bike I'm not hating on it. I understand why it's there. You're gonna get. I haven't even been riding a year, and I'm bored of this Ninja 650. Like I'm taking it to the track now, because mainly I've always wanted to go to the track. I think it's great. You can learn a lot. It's expensive, but that's where I'm at on my Ninja 650. I feel like I've done everything I can. I'm fine taking any corner. Like I know what I'm doing now at my skill level. I'm not saying, oh, I can get on a leader bike now and fucking drag me at 180 miles an hour. I can't do that. I know I can't. I can't, do this on, I mean, you can't hit 180, but I just do not get a Ninja 400 or an R3 if you're planning on going to a 600 or even a leader bike. It just seems like such a waste of money, because then you're gonna pay what, $4,000 for an R3 and then learn everything you can on it. And there's a reason why people, I see it all the time, they just don't recommend it. Like, you're just gonna get bored of it so quick. And the Ninja 650, you're gonna get bored of it too, like I am. But I mean, you can take an R3 to a track too, like, don't get me wrong, but I hate that there's this trailer in front of me. I was wanting to kind of show some of the power with the 650. Like, there is power in this. You can hit 60 in less than 4 seconds, easy. You're hitting 60 in second gear if you're redlining it. I think it's like 57 is the max. So, but get a bike like this. Sorry, I'm not used to like talking this much with the air and everything. It's making my throat really dry. But, practice on it and then go onto the highway. Also, see if this hobby is for you. That's something else. Some people, and I'm not even talking about Harley riders or anything, they get it and they're too scared of the road. Like, I understand the risk right now. I'm wearing a hoodie and then the rest I'm wearing gear right now, only because it's so hot where I live. And I'm halfway squitting it right now, and I shouldn't be doing this. I need to go get an armored hoodie. That's what I need to do. So I'm an idiot myself, but I just see if you can even handle it, because it is scary at first, and some people, they just can't get by. And that's where you get a 650, and oh damn, you're in the hole for $7,000, $7,500, with gear if you bought it used. Like, and then you can sell it, get some of the money back. But that's something else, like, I don't see a lot of people talking about. Like, it's a pretty scary hobby, and like, I get scared sometimes too on it. I'll be, whenever I'm over 100 in places where I'm doing it legally, of course, like, it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. So see if it even works. It might not. So that's really something to think about. I hate this part of the road right here. This is such a beautiful area to be in. I'm gonna go up here and turn around. There's not really a good spot to turn around, but I would highly recommend a 650 or a ZX4R as a starter bike. And I definitely not a 600, like a true 600, not a 650, an actual 600, because people don't understand whenever I tell them I have a 650 and I'm having to, like, even people that ride, I'm telling them, like, I have a 650, and they're like, dude, you're crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm not. It's a 2-cylinder. And I remember I was talking to this guy that I met that rode too, and he was like, dude, 650 is just too much for a twin. Like, that's ridiculous. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's stupid. But I hit 0 to 60 quick, and it's nice. So, and I can push it to its limit. It starts slowing down really bad at around 100. I would say once you're above 85, like it's starting to feel like it ain't like a Hyundai Elantra. Like I don't know what to compare it to on an actual car. But it slows down. It's like, you know, it slows down tremendously. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to hope that, what is this? I don't know what this is. I'm going to use this to back up. Oh, it's fucking mud. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to pull into it. But see, like, I'm not even full throttling it, and I just hit 50 super easy. Like, you're not, at starting out, you're not going to be bored with this. Also, it is a super comfortable bike. Like, you're not excessively, like, in a riding spot. Like, I'm sitting up, I have one hand on it, I can just relax, you know? Also, something else, too, for me, I'm 6'2", and it's kind of too short. I don't know if you can see it, but there's just this little bit. And I can get hit up, like, I'm almost too tall for this bike, I feel like. I'm like 6'3", but, you know, once I get a liter, like, that's what I'm expecting more out of. Like, I'm wanting something a lot more. And sorry, I gotta get up here so I can at least show some stuff for this. I did not mean to do this. I feel like now I'm at the point where I'm just ranting. And I'm gonna wait. I want to make sure no one's there because I want to, like, really kick it. I'll probably hit 80 just to kind of, like, show what you're gonna be looking at. And there's no quick shifter. I don't even know if you can do that for a Ninja 650. Okay, I'm gonna let these people pass because I gotta fix my glasses. Also, I never really hit, like, neutral, you know, like whenever I'm shifting gears. All right. Slow bike. It is not slow. Make sure there's not a cop. But I comfortably ride on the interstate at 85, 90 like it's nothing. Like it is A-okay. I wish there was another place for me to stop at and I can kind of show it again. But you know, now once you get into 6 like this, and the bike is so light. Like, that's something else. It's such a light bike, and I really hate that. And I'll make a video where I'm on the highway too. I think that'll be good. I'm probably not going to do it today just because of how cloudy, and I feel like I'm getting hit with some rain, so I think that's going to happen. So, I don't know. Moral of this video, don't start with an R3 unless you're just really short and don't plan to go anywhere. Or even a Ninja 400. And I hate to be, and this is only if you're wanting speed, like you plan to get to a liter bike. You plan to go to the track and you're really wanting to hit it. If you're not wanting to do that, get a Ninja 400. That's fine. I would still suggest a Ninja 650. You're gonna have a little bit more fun on it. It's a little bit quicker, like, you know. So that's what I would say to do, you know. So I hope you all have a great day. You know, sorry, I'm gonna hit this corner and then There's a nice little patch. I'm gonna slow down though. I'm gonna get down. Yeah, maybe. I didn't have to go this slow. I want it to be slow and then kind of see what you're gonna be looking like whenever it's in fourth. But it's comfortable. But see, like, it's just so light, the wind's hitting me and it'll move the bike. So it's just, I want a little bit more weight. That's one of my only complaints, but you can move the thing like crazy. But I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you all have a good one. Ride safe.